While finding a car that's below $1,000 seems like quite the impossible request, well, we took it upon ourselves to do the impossible when a subscriber to our YouTube channel made this request. Now, a $1,000 car is not a status symbol car. This is the type of car you buy for practicality. So you're in a new city, you're fresh out of school, you're moving goods and services, or you just are still in uni. So let's count down the cars that are kind enough to be gotten around the $1,000 mark. My name is Olamide and this is 234 Drive. At number 10, we have the Honda Fit 2001 to 2005. This car was produced from 2001 and the Honda Fit is a subcompact hatchback that was designed to drive you around every day with its super economical 1.5 litre VTEC engine. The Honda Fit is referred to as a super mini segment car in the UK because of how compact it is, but it surprisingly doesn't feel as small inside. Why? Because the Japanese automaker made a slightly taller roof for this car in comparison to its rivals. With as little as $980, you can get the Honda Fit in America. You can get it for $1,200 in Canada and around £750 in the UK. This car still costs over 5 million naira in Nigeria as stokes. And remember, a Tokunbo car that you buy in Nigeria is the same as a used car in America or Canada. Next is the 2009 Mercury Milan. In 2006, Ford's baby company Mercury rebadged the Ford Fusion and named it Milan after Italy's foremost city. Now, the Milan was not necessarily like a luxury version of the Fusion. It was just the Fusion with a different grille and headlights. If you want a $1,000 car that will make people start conversations on why the Mercury brand was discontinued in 2010, then the Milan is a good fit for you. Now, you hardly find a Mercury Milan in Nigeria because it was a limited edition car that hardly ever crossed the borders of America. In Canada, the Mercury Milan will set you back around $1,700 today. At number 8, we have the 1998 Chevrolet Blazer. With $1,000, you can definitely own a Chevrolet Blazer, but we have to warn you that you might need another $1,000 to buy fuel for this car. Why? Because of its very thirsty 4.6 litre V6 engine. The Blazer is often associated with people who live in their cars or people who run businesses that need a mobile store. Now, the Blazer might not be aesthetically pleasing with its multiple warning lights on the dashboard, but one thing the Blazer will not do is break down. But it's important to know that you cannot get cars like this in Canada or the UK because of how old it is. Which is a 1998 car. At number 7 is the 2001 Kia Sedona. The Kia Sedona was Kia's first try at a minivan, just like the Toyota Sienna and the Honda Odyssey, but the price of this car has depreciated so badly in the past 20 years in America. The Kia Sedona was originally named Kia Carnival in South Korea, but for acceptance in the UK and USA, it was changed to Sedona. The Kia Sedona borrows the V6 engine from the Hyundai, and at less than 1,500 Canadian dollars today, it will help you move up to 7 people at a time. We noticed that in the British market, the price of the Sedona is slightly higher than in the USA and Canada. So with around £1,000, you can get a clean used unit of the Sedona. Next, we have the 2001 Volkswagen Jetta. If you're a lover of European cars, the 2001 Volkswagen Jetta is the only car you can get below $1,000 today. It is truly a good-looking car, even up to today, because of its groundbreaking urban design. It's best to buy variants with the VR6, VR5 engines for reliability, and this is because the ones with the FSI engines are known to be more problematic. Because if you're buying a car that's below $1,000, you're probably getting a car with a lot of miles on it. This car is still very common in the UK, so for car enthusiasts that are looking for project cars around £1,000, this is for you. At number 5 is the 2004 Jeep Liberty. The reason why this car is under $1,000 is because of how problematic the electricals can be. The Jeep Liberty was the first Jeep model to use a lot of modern tech like the rack and pinion steering in the early 2000s. The Liberty was Jeep's lab rat, which made a lot of its exciting features extremely unreliable at the time it came out. So the Jeep Liberty is rarely available on the British car market at around £1,000, but in Canada it is even more available at 2,200 Canadian dollars. A lot of Nigerians shy away from this car because of its problems and unreliability, but if you're looking to buy this car, it will set you back around 3 million naira. At number 4, we have the 1998 Toyota Camry. I would have been surprised if the Camry did not make it to this list, to be honest. So yes, we have a Camry. The 1998 Toyota Camry is still a tank till date with its 2.2 four-cylinder engine. This Camry was a revolution for the Camry nameplate based on design and quality. This was the car that made a lot of people shift from the American and European brands to Japanese brands in the early 2000s. With as little as $1,000, you can buy the 1998 Toyota Camry in America today, and with £600, you can get it in the UK with a lot of miles on it. This car is popularly called pencil light in Nigeria because of how thin the headlights are, and if you're looking to buy this car, you can get it for around 2 million naira today. Now we're going into our top 3, and at number 3 we have Hummer H3. If you're looking for a cheap statement car and you don't mind a fuel guzzler, then the Hummer is available to you at around $1,300 for a beat-up version. Now, the reason why the Hummer got so cheap is because a lot of people killed the hype in the last 10 years. The Hummer name used to be like the G-Wagon or the Maybach that's, typically associated with celebrities, but the deficiency and unreliability of the Hummer outweighed its hype. The Hummer is a heavy car that runs on a 5-liter 3.72-liter engine that is very unforgiving when it comes to fuel economy. Driving a Hummer today, however, still commands respect, especially if you keep it in a clean and pristine condition. This is why you can't get this car for below £5,000 in the UK, because most of the owners over there keep it in a very clean condition. At number 2, we've got the 1997 Honda Accord. The 1997 Accord LX is a very reliable Honda that you can buy around the $1,000 mark if you're looking for a convenient daily driver car. This car looks like a frugal car, and that is exactly what it is. Like, the car doesn't break as long as it is properly maintained. With about £800, you can get one in the UK, but if you're in Canada, you can get one around $1,400. The Accord is also a Nigerian favorite, especially in the north, where it sells for around 1 to 1.5 million naira for a used one. Finally, at number 1. At number 1, we have the 1998 Nissan Altima. The 1998 Nissan Altima is the only car below $1,000 we can truly advise you to get if you're looking for a daily driver car. Why? Because of its fuel-efficient engine and conservative styling. This car will always show up for you and can take a lot of beating in terms of miles. But sadly, this car was made only for the Canadian and American market only. And that's it, 10 cars you can get below or around $1,000. But we want to know, what's your favorite car from this list? Would you be getting any car from this list? Is there any car that we missed out on that you think we should have mentioned? Let me know in the comments. And of course, what do you want to see next on 234 Drive? Until next time, my name is Olamide, and this is 234 Drive.